Now let's discuss organs of taste or gustatoreceptors. Well, when we talk about taste, taste is one of the very basic sense, which helps you distinguish between different tastes. So you have different preferences over taste. It also makes you distinguish between poisonous substances or the ones that are edible. So taste is one of the very important basic sense that should be there. The receptors for taste are known as gustatoreceptors. So these gustatoreceptors are actually receiving the stimulus, that is the taste. Okay. So these are basic forms of chemoreceptors. So they work out, they get activated when the food is in the form of semi-solid form, or you can say solution form. So these gustatoreceptors get activated when the food is semi-solid or in solution form. So this is how gustatoreceptors actually work. Now these gustatoreceptors are actually located in small complexes that are known as taste buds. This is here I have drawn a TS of a taste bud, means a transverse section of a taste bud. So I was telling you that gustatoreceptors are located in small complexes which are known as taste buds. Now what happens? You should be knowing that there are around 10,000 taste buds, and these 10,000 taste buds are located on the tongue. 10,000 of the taste buds, we have around 10,000 of the taste buds which are divided, and they are located on the tongue. They are also located, this I have shown the tongue, right? They are located also on the palate and pharynx. Okay. So I mean to say that there are 10,000 taste buds, and they are not just located on the tongue, they are also located on the palate and the pharynx. If we talk in terms of tongue, you can say 5,000 of the taste buds, most of the taste buds are there on the tongue, and we have different areas, okay, different areas for different tastes. Generally our tongue recognizes 4 tastes. This is the study that was done earlier. The scientists said that the tongue recognizes sweet, salty, sour and bitter taste. But for your information, recent studies have recognized one other taste, that is the umami taste. Remember I told you in the introductory part, the umami taste. So umami taste is also being recognized nowadays. So scientists earlier thought that there are specific regions on the tongue that are going to actually taste different sweet, you can say salty, sour and bitter taste. So it was recognized that the taste buds for sweetness recognition, they are located anteriorly, for salty anterolateral portion of the tongue, for sour taste lateral portion, for bitter taste the base portion, this portion. So sweet, salt, sour and bitter. So they said that these are the regions where the taste buds for specific tastes are located. But this is not the case now. The studies done in 1970s have proved that this is not specific to certain regions. In fact, the taste buds for these tastes, they can be located at different locations also. It is not specified for certain regions. This was earlier perception by the scientists that there are specific regions for different tastes. But now this is considered as wrong. Means all this whole region registers for different tastes. So it is uniform. You cannot specify that this specific region is for sweet, this is for sour, this is for bitter and this is for salty. So recent research has been done. But yes, you can actually say that when you actually have toffee, right, a candy, you can say, you taste it tastes sweet, and when you take it, just at the anterior portion of your tongue feels the sweetness. So you can say yes, more number of taste buds for sweetness are located at the interior portion of the tongue, but it's not always the case, right? So I have explained you this, how the taste receptors are located on this various regions where you can actually taste different tastes such as sweet, salty, sour, bitter, or the latest recognized taste, that is umami taste. So after this, you need to know that there are papillae on your tongue. These papillae means the projections on your tongue. So, on your tongue you have certain projections like this, the papillae, which are very small. Okay, we will see the papillae later on. So, now these papillae are there which actually have the taste buds. Okay, these papillae are not the taste buds, they actually have the complexes which are known as these taste buds. Now moving on to this taste buds, these taste buds, you can see these are flask or oval shaped. As you can see the shape of a taste bud, it is flask or oval shaped, and there is one opening here which is known as the taste pore. This opening is known as the taste pore. Now these taste buds are composed of two types of cells. Firstly, we have taste or sensory cells. You can also call these as gustato-receptor cells. Okay, these are receptor cells also. Second type of cells we have in the taste buds are the supporting cells. The first type of cells that are there in the taste buds are the taste or sensory, or you can say receptor cells. Second type of cells that we have are the supporting cells. So, as you can see in the image, this transverse section of a taste pore, I will explain you how is it. Well, we have around 5 to 15 gustoreceptor cells. So, we have 5 to 15 of these sensory cells, and we have around 40 supporting cells in a taste bud. Approximate values, alright. So, 5 to 15 sensory cells and 40 of these supporting cells in the taste bud. Now, these sensory cells, they actually have a life of around 10 days. They have an average life of around 10 days. So, what happens when your tongue has a burnt feeling? You know, no matter how burnt is it, when you actually supposingly have hot coffee instantly. So, what happens? You feel like there is something burning in your tongue. But after a few days, or in fact after a few hours, you feel relaxed. Why do you feel relaxed? Because these sensory cells, the receptor cells, are being replaced by new cells. So, I told you that the life of these sensory cells is around 10 days. So, when you actually get your tongue burned by having hot things instantly, so after few days or sometimes after few hours, you feel relaxed somehow. Why? Because these sensory cells or these receptor cells are being replaced by the new cells. So, you feel relaxed. Now, here we have supporting cells which I told you are 40 in number. Average life of sensory cells is 10 days, and here I am just going to talk about the sensory processes that I have mentioned, these sensory processes. Now, the sensory cells actually have at here the sensory processes, and at the end they have sensory nerve fibers. Now, you can actually make out how they are going to work. Well, the food molecules that are there, okay, supposingly you have taken some food and this food has actually mixed with the saliva or the mucus, you can say, and it has turned into a semi-solid form, or you can say into liquid form. So, the food molecules are actually going to be sensed by these sensory processes that are projecting out of this taste pore. That food molecules are going to be sensed by these sensory processes that are going out of this taste pore, and these sensory processes are going to send that sensation into this cells, and then from the sensory nerve fibers, that sensation, that nerve impulse is going to be sent to the brain, and the brain is then going to interpret the type of the taste. Okay. So, I will just tell you once again, I told you that these gustato-receptors, or you can say this receptor cells, they actually work when the food is in what form? Semi-solid form or liquid form, right? So, when you are going to have food, it is in semi-solid form or say a liquid form, it is going to be sensed by the sensory processes, and these sensory processes are going to take that sensation inside these cells, and these receptor cells have specific sites. Since they are receptors, means they are going to receive that stimulus. So, they have specific sites where that specific molecules which are going to actually give you a sensation of some taste, they are going to bind at that specific site and produce that sensation, and that sensation travels through these sensory cells and reach the sensory nerve fibers in the form of a nerve impulse, and this nerve impulse is sent to the brain for interpretation. So this is how the gustatoreceptors actually work. This is the transverse section of taste bud, which is composed of the taste or the sensory cells, or you can also call them as receptor cells, I told you, and then we have supporting cells also. So this is the transverse section of taste bud. This is easy to draw. You can draw when you are just studying this. So remember that taste pore actually has these sensory processes, and at the end we also have sensory nerve fibers. So this taste sensation starts from here and reaches the sensory nerve fiber and then to the brain. So this is how the gustatoreceptors actually work. Now let us see an animation for a very beautiful representation of this taste buds. These are the papillae I told you, and these contains the taste bud. You can see how oval and flask shaped they are. So for sour taste, they are activated. For salty taste, they are activated. For sweet taste, for umami taste, these taste buds are active because they have receptors for different tastes. Now, for example, if you are having bitter gourd, right, Karela, then this is going to activate the receptor which is going to receive the stimulus for bitter taste. Then if you are tasting something salty, this is going to activate certain receptors which are there for salty taste. And if you are going to have candies, then it is going to activate receptors for which are there for what? Sweeter taste. So this is how this process actually works, right? So this is how the taste buds are which are there on the tongue. Okay, you can also call them the papillae which are there on the tongue, you can call them as lingual papillae. You can call the papillae on the tongue as lingual papillae. Okay, so this is how these taste buds are, and when you have a combination of taste, then how this is such a beautiful, you know, mechanism by which this process goes on, and you actually taste the food you actually eat, and you enjoy the food that you actually eat, and you can differentiate between different tastes with the help of these gustatoreceptors.